Good morning. It is Friday the 8th of March. And I've just had to re-record that last clip because something was reflected in my glasses that shouldn't have been seen. That would have been awkward posting that online. But regardless, it is Friday. We have a couple plans. We're going to go to IKEA for lunch because why not? And then also see if they've got the poster frames in stock because they didn't last. To be fair, we could probably check. But we are then also going to Real because Real is closing down.
Yeah, I think
Tomorrow. So they're going to have like loads of stuff on discount, potentially. Because the company is sadly going away.
I like Real.
This will be my first time and last.
You went to one? No, it wasn't the Real at that point. It was.
Was it?
Yeah, that's now
With
Rewe
the
in
with the
Hagen.
windscreen wipers. So maybe I have been. So this will be my second and last time. But that'd be the plan. We're going to take you with us. It's time to leave the house to go to IKEA and Real, not Reva, like I said in that last clip. Thank goodness one of them. I mean, obviously, I say miss it. I've only been there once. But at least it's going away, so now I can't get confused. We're going to Real, not Reva. So the shopping trip you might see will be in Real. I'm emphasising this here. I don't know why, because it's disappearing. But also, got to try a new travel montage type effect. We're taking the GoPro with us. You'll see. Literally now. IKEA, funnily enough. We've not actually been to this one before, I don't think. At least I've not.
It's very new.
It's a new one.
Very new, probably like 5 years ago.
But yeah, the weather is honestly beautiful today. I ain't used to this as a Scot, but we're gonna enjoy it. And as always, when you come to IKEA, what's the rules, Anna? When you come to IKEA?
Free coffee.
Free coffee, but also food. Like with Anna mentioning how modern this IKEA was, have you guys ever seen an IKEA with an escalator? Like, what is that magic? I've never seen one. I've been
Also
on
the return of the... How would you call it?
trays.
Yeah, that's over there. It's also fully automatic.
I needed to show you that. Basically, when you put do you know how when you put your tray back, it's like you just put it on a kind of rack, and then someone comes and wheels the whole rack away. Not here. There's this system that you just... I'll show you. Put your tray on there. And then it just goes away. Very slowly, I may add, but it goes away. Like, so simple, but yet so cool. Yeah. It's quite a modern IKEA. We're not going to go explore. We have been exploring for all of 30 seconds. Like, I'm not even kidding. There's one display, two display, and a wee thing here. And we've already got a bag full. Do you want to tell the people what you're planning?
I have a Lego Van Gogh and the wave to build. So I found something where I could actually put them on, because currently I don't know where to put them. And this would give them a place on the wall.
Good thinking. Also, we roughly thought of where we could put them, and we're thinking maybe above the TV. That would look really sick. Kind of finish off that part of the living room.
And see how to attach them to the wall, because It could be something potentially for the charity stream. Not telling you guys how and why.
I see what you're thinking. Good thinking. Tease. We've moved on a little bit. And we've come to like this. It's like a small apartment. Apartment is such an American word, but we go with it. And like, we just popped around to see the toilet area and noticed arguably one of my favourite things from IKEA. They've got a bloody pegboard next to the toilet. So yeah, in our final house, like our homely home, whatever you want to call it, I think I might install a pegboard in the toilet. That could be, I don't know why, I just love a pegboard. This is definitely the dangerous thing about IKEA. You start looking at shit you don't even need, but it looks cool and you think it will be functional. For example, what the fuck does this do?
It allows you to like separate areas in a drawer to like make more out of the drawer, space-wise.
That does make sense.
What?
I say it does make sense.
Oh, okay. Because you know, like the lowest drawer with all my plastic inside.
Yeah.
It's just everything gets chucked in.
True.
So.
How many of the pegs do you get with it? Or do you just buy them?
24.
Do we, don't we? It's €13. See what I mean? IKEA is great and it's amazing. You find so much cool shit. But at the same point, it's a lot of shit you don't overly need, but you think it will be useful. Yeah, that thing went in the bag. Whether we buy it or not, that is still to be decided. But it's in the bag just now. This is another reason why I love coming to IKEA, because you see people who, you don't see them do it, but you always see the aftermath of when an idiot has done something fun. And by an idiot I mean sometimes me. But I don't think that's its initial design purpose, intention, but I guess it works. We've been super distracted, but we have finally found the poster frame that we've come for. It's a good size, so we might try and get that done like over the next couple of days before we fly back to Scotland. Who knows? I've also got like small picture frames as well. Got to see what I can do with them. One IKEA trip later, and about €52 later on our bank. We were just going for like lunch, and then if they had the poster frame, we'd get the poster frame. And then we've seen loads of cool things that might be useful. It's part of the fun of IKEA, right?
I'm okay with what I got. I got the pegboard to sort the drawer, which I definitely need to tackle soon. So a bit of motivation on that side. And something that I have been passively looking for months, for probably a year now, almost a year now at this point.
For your Lego.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm happy with that. And we got an additional one for stuff.
You can never have too much. And to be fair, they were only €5 each.
Yeah.
Like, you can't argue. Like, I once wanted my poster frame. I mean, really, the only non-things we were wanting to buy were the drawer sorter, like pegboard thingy. That's going to be pretty useful. And then I bought a couple smaller frames for a potential project I want to do. And then a toolkit, which will never go amiss.
Because the one I have was like a promotional gift from a company where we ordered clothes, so that tells you how bad the tools are.
And I've got one back at home, and it is honestly, it's been one of the best investments I've made. Like, because if I need something, like if I need a hammer, I know where it is. If I need a screwdriver, I've got a screwdriver with a whole bunch of bits in it, and that's closed. So having one here is going to be very useful as well. But next up, we're going to Real. Yeah? Real, not Reva. Real. We just checked out, like, there's a separate drink section, and like the place is empty, and there's these rails along the floor, and they're so obvious, like, to not step on. And what does Anna go and do but fall over it? I have no idea how you managed that, but
I tried to avoid stepping on it.
avoid stepping on it, but instead stepped on it. What's she like? We are in Real just now. However, I'm not going to vlog this section because we have the GoPro going. GoPro say hello to the vlog, vlog say hello to the GoPro. That's clever. Very clever. So yeah, if you want to watch that, I'll try and put a link to it up there because that should be uploaded by the time this goes out. That's clever. So if you want to watch the GoPro footage of just raw us going around chatting shit for like 40 minutes, click the card. So I never vlogged anything whilst I was in there, as we filmed it all on the GoPro. Yeah. How much was it all in?
130?
It was about 130 euros all in. Like some of it was for like presents for people.
Actually, most of it. Probably more than half.
I'd say definitely more than half the price was definitely presents. So I can't complain. But we gotta go home and get set up for stream. We're literally just in the door and Anna is already getting to work. The bottom drawer that we had that pegboard thingy for, we've got it in. I say we. Anna put it in. It fits perfectly.
Like, that's not moving.
Like, I don't even think you'll be able to get that out. I mean, don't try because that was a bollock to get in. But that was flawless. Happy days. Bye. Plan. We're gonna get everything unpacked and then I'm gonna jump on stream because stream's in like 9 minutes. So I gotta get my ass moving. Good morning. It is now Saturday, the 9th of March, and I forgot to outro last night. We streamed Final Fantasy for like 4.5 hours, nearly 5 maybe. And it was just one chapter. Like, oh my goodness, it was so good. But then we pretty much went straight to bed because it was pretty late. And we were exhausted. It had been a long day, been out at IKEA and just out in the sun. I always find it difficult being out in the sun. Like, in general, but after not being out in the sun for so long, and then being out in the sun, my body just gets zapped. My body doesn't like the sun. It does, but it doesn't. Alright. The plan today, we're going to watch SmackDown to see what happened last night. And then we're going to drive to Mother's because we're going for brunch at Mother's. I think we're having goulash, if I remember right, which I'm pretty excited for. And then it's party night tonight. So it'll be fun. Get to meet new members of the family. As is finally in the car on the way to brunch. Right, brunch. We have arrived, but it already looks like some of the family are here, so I'll vlog what I can, but no promises because I ain't sticking a camera in people's faces. We're back in the car, as you can probably tell.
And it's not nighttime yet.
And it's not nighttime yet. We've not just like left, well, we have left the party. There's a good reason for it. I think I'm going to sneeze. Am I going to sneeze? Evidently not. I can't concentrate like this. I'm not making an edit to this. You're getting this raw. Basically, Anna's dad has got a new router and wants some help installing it, as he has no internet.
Yeah, and he knows that we're flying tomorrow, so he knows that if we're not getting that today, it'd be a case of him waiting on internet for probably another 1.5 weeks. And
So,
it's already quite a bit that he has waited.
So we're gonna go get that sorted. Also gives my brain a break because my god, that was a lot. like, we got there and it was Mama, Hendrik, Ivona, Mikael, and Ulrika, as well as your auntie and grandma.
Yeah.
All of whom I've met. It was still a lot, but all of whom I've met. I actually was speaking a decent amount of German with Ivona. Dumbass. Ivona's not the dumbass. That bitch in that car was just pulling out. Rechts von links, as they say right before left. We had chatting with her and she was like, your German's coming along pretty well. Nice, keep it up, basically, right? That was nice. And then people started arriving. People whom I've never met and people who I don't have confidence with. And then someone was asking me like, oh, so what do you do, like, for a job, like, blah blah blah, and then I was trying to tell them how, like, I make videos and like a stream, and they just couldn't fully understand it. It was like, so people want you to play a video game, but why don't they play the video game? And you guys know the gist. Is pretty difficult to explain to someone who doesn't come from that world. It's a totally different world. I understand people get confused and question it. Totally chill. But aye, my brain's getting a break because I need it.
You're not allowed to turn that way. You do realize that, right?
He's old and doesn't care.
Yeah. He drives a BMW. Rules don't apply. Because that's how it tells you.
Entitlement, as they say. But aye, we got the father's to fix his rear. Just to go back to me speaking German to people, apparently I've been saying the wrong thing. Everybody's been asking like, oh, so you flying to Scotland tomorrow? And I've been like, yeah, at 5 to 7. Like 6:55. Apart from the fact I've not been saying 5 to 7, I've been saying 5 past 7.
To the point that I thought our flight was at 5 past 7. Because I've just heard him say it.
With such confidence.
So I just repeated that because I wasn't 100% sure on the flight time. But with him repeating the 5 past 7, I thought that's when our flight was.
Because I've been saying fünf. In fact, I got to show you this view. Like, how spectacular is that view? I will never get bored of this view. It is just... It's beautiful, you can't really see it now. Yeah, I've been saying 5 nach 7, right? Which in my brain was 5 to 7. It's not, it's 5 past 7. Whereas realistically it should be 5 bis 4. I give up. Just arriving at Father's, right? And we're driving past. Now, German license plates, I'll no explain. If you know, you know. But, do you know how sometimes license plates say things? Well, I've just found one that says arse. Yeah, I'm going to try and get a picture of it, maybe even a quick video. But yeah, I'm such a child. But having the word arse on your license plate, that's hilarious. And then we know technically it's double S. It's arse. Let's go for that. Anyway, let's go see Father. It definitely took longer than we had hoped for. But we are now on the way back.
It was an absolute shit show. They gave my dad the wrong number, so we called the wrong number, explained the whole story, and yeah, then we needed to explain the whole story again.
So yeah, a bit of a shit show, but Anna got it sorted. I wasn't really much help because, you know, I don't speak German. But I was just there like smiling and waving. But yeah, back to the party we go. So again, don't know what I'll vlog, probably not much. But we will see. I've just nipped downstairs. It's like 5:30, 6 o'clock there or thereabouts. And it's been a very nice day. A lot of German. A lot to keep up with, but I feel I've been doing okay. And I've had a couple conversations with different people. Some people I've never spoke to before. So we get in there, for sure. But I think we are heading home soon-ish. Yeah, we might just order food in tonight, because we've not actually got anything. But we will see. Do I include that? I don't know, I'll see. We've just got in the car, we're heading home. It's about 6:30. It's getting quite chilly. But yeah, that was an amazing day. Like, as I was just saying to Petra there, like, there was a lot of people there. Some of whom I knew, some I didn't. A lot of German was spoken. I'm pretty sure I said that in the last clip when I was downstairs, but it was good being able to just try. I think the confidence to just try is getting there, because I'm feeling like what I'm saying, people are actually understanding. Like, yes, I sound like a caveman, like I go shop kind of thing, instead of I go to the shops, or I went to the shops. I sound like a caveman in English. But like, that confidence is starting to develop, and like, we're definitely getting there, I feel. Also, Ivona was saying, like, when I was talking to her earlier, again, I don't know if I've said this, it's been a multiple hours? I can't, I've been speaking that much German, I can't English anymore. And she was saying, like, that I've developed quite a bit since she's last seen me. So, good signs all round. But now it is time to go home and just probably chill. Don't know if we're going to stream. Probably not, because it's getting quite late. And if I start a new chapter on Final Fantasy, we'll be there for hours, which I really want to do. But realistically, we've still got to pack a few things around the house. Well, we've to pack and also do a few things around the house. We've not to pack a few bits of the house. I'm not taking any bricks back to Scotland. This is a really random clip I'm creating. I don't understand, especially if I keep that starting. But yeah, I probably look like a right weirdo. It's a little bit darker. I swear it's only been like 10 minutes. But that last clip may have come across as an abrupt ending. Which it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. I was finishing a sentence, but it was also somewhat a rushed sentence. Regardless, if you didn't notice, happy days. If you didn't notice, this is me explaining why. We bumped into a friend of Anna who you haven't seen for how long?
Probably more than a year now. And the funny thing is, her boyfriend, I've known a lot longer than I've known her. Because I basically know him all my life. What I've known her for probably 15, 16 years? No, longer. 20 years almost?
So
I think it's 20 years this year.
We bumped into them, got a bit of a, well, I say got a bit of a catch up. I got introduced, Anna had a bit of a catch up. I kind of kept quiet because, well, I didn't speak German, but then the boyfriend was like asking, like, does he speak German? And then I was like, yeah, I speak a little bit German in German, and then we ended up speaking English. But yeah, that was fun. Nice to meet another one of Anna's friends who we've been meaning to meet for ages.
Yeah, like, I was trying to plan something for this week, but I wasn't doing well this week, so I struggled to plan something.
It's sometimes tricky because health is tricky, but that's the priority. Priorities in life always take priority, and health before anything else. So if you're feeling shitty, make sure you get yourself checked and looked after, because without health there's nothing.
And if you wait too long, it's just going to get worse, not better.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
In this case. But that's a chat for another day. Anna's on the up and up.
We're working on it.
Yep. We trying things. We finding solutions. This clip has been too long. I'm going to go. We've been back home for probably like half an hour or so. And it is time to do a job we've kind of been putting off all week. And it's filling the whiskey cabinet back up. It was like 2 weeks ago, and I got new internet, but I had to empty the whiskey cabinet so the guys could move the unit to get in. But now we need to fill the cabinet back up. And seeing as though I'm here as well, it'll be a bit quicker, 2 people doing it as opposed to 1. So we're going to go do that. I don't think I'm giving you guys a time lapse, hence why the jobby, whatever you want to call it, is in my hand. Yes, I'm holding a jobby. Make a meme of that if you want. So we're going to do a time lapse. But before we get to the time lapse, this is what the cabinet looks like before. this is the after shot. Pretty impressive if you ask me. So Anna, walk us through what is on this bottom shelf.
Bottom shelf is gin, rum, balsam from Riga, baijiu from China, and a 10-euro Coke. Plus the Japanese teapots.
I love how you just brushed over the 10-year-old bottle of Coke and saying it so quietly. Like, fancy explaining that a little bit more. Why you have a 10-year-old bottle of Coke in there.
It was a present back then from my parents because I was a big fan of hot sodas, and they did like for the World Cup in
2014.
Yep, 2014 Brazil World Cup. They done like bottles with all the names of the football players. That's why that one says Mats. Big fan.
It is a nice story. I'm just taking the piss for the fact there's a 10-year-old bottle of Coke.
And well, I just never chucked it, and now it's 10 years old. So now it somewhat has a sentimental value.
It's a nice memory for sure. Moving on to the next shelf.
A mix of different whiskies, Scottish, Irish.
Mainly the newest one is the Glenmorangie in the back there that we picked up yesterday.
Yeah, for a huge bargain.
Yeah, super cheap.
Then we have some Irish coffee. Some, I don't know where I picked them up, liquors. One is they're both fruits on whiskey base. I know that one of the flasks is empty and the other one has holy water in it.
That is very random. But speaking of holy water, there's a knife there.
A demon knife for everybody who watched Supernatural. That's why the holy water. We've got Sherlock Holmes matches. London Town matches. With those that know 221B Baker Street. We have Scottish whiskies here. Purely Scottish whiskies. A duck.
Two of my favourite ways, like two of my favourite whiskies to pronounce. Aberfeldy and Auchentoshan. They just sound so Scottish. I love it.
That one needs a turn.
That one doesn't need a turn. Nice. And then moving on to the top.
Glasses.
Lots of glasses.
And Jägermeister.
A lot of Jaeger. A lot. But yeah, that is Anna's alcohol whiskey collection. And in all seriousness, like, Anna never drinks, do you? Like, once, special occasions. It's just over the years.
Usually, like once a month, I might have a whiskey, quite literally. So, also, I figured this one probably fits in here better than anywhere else.
Do you want to show it? She just tried to show it to the back camera.
It was a present from Liam's gran for Christmas.
Indeed.
Because we went to the Hard Rock Cafe. So it's a Hard Rock Cafe collectible pin.
Yeah, just to remind you of that time.
Yep. Nice Christmas.
But aye, this clip has expanded into something I was not expecting. I'll take that camera at your face so you can decide where that's going. But I remember in a vlog last time I was in Germany, I said if we get 2 comments, I will give you guys a tour of the Chaos Room. And now that we've got the Chaos Room emptied, because all this whiskey was basically in the Chaos Room, I can show you a tour of that. I will say, it's a mess. It's called a Chaos Room for a reason. We put stuff in there that we just don't want to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Chaos Room. My glamorous assistant, do you want to... So as you can see, straight away, it's it's somewhat organised. Over here we have all of our paper recycling. As you can see, here is the jobby package. We're gonna recycle that. We have some pillows for outside. We've got an ice cool bin can of brew that has fanned on it, so basically a deposit. Ladder, iron and board, my bag, some more bags. Is this all for charity?
Yep, that's for charity.
All the stuff in there like Vampire Diaries for charity. Drying rack with clothes pegs. Fucking hundreds of cable ties. A parcel box for washing. And then there's just a whole bunch of random stuff in here. So, where did you get the gummies?
They were the, you know how Amazon does the buy 4, save 5%?
Yes.
And I had 3 products where the 5% basically were like a good amount because it was like the hairdryer for my mom was included.
Yes.
So getting the gummies
Saved you a lot more.
It saved me a lot more than the gummies cost. So they were basically for free, like minus something.
That makes sense. We've also got some extra sneak. We got the toolkit we got from IKEA yesterday. A random light bulb. Some tissues. A plunger.
My mom's Mother's Day present. That's the the paper box.
Yes. I have no idea. There's the echo in this room, Jesus. A box full of random shite.
That's
some toolboxes.
Random shite.
Some cleaning stuff. Bog roll. And then up there we have some more cleaning equipment. Some mouthwash. And then literally just every box that we may potentially need. We've got like the graphics card box for, well, the graphics card. We've got the Nintendo Switch box up the back there. The fan, like a lot of it's computer parts.
The front one is my laptop.
And this front one here is a laptop. It was a quick tour, but then again, it is literally the chaos room. This serves us really as just a, if we don't need it, but we need it maybe in the future, it comes in here, aka the boxes. Like if something goes wrong with, I don't know, like the hairdryer, we could potentially send it back. Who knows? But
it also has like the spare part, like the other nozzle in it.
That's good. Also, I forgot that there's like brooms and shit here as well.
And it keeps the rest of the flat cleaner.
Yeah.
It's literally, we close this. This is a separate part of the flat. I'm somewhat particular about stuff lying around in my flat. So keeping this as the chaos room helps my mental health a lot to keep the rest of the flat.
Yeah. And like
cleaner. It's an absolute mess currently, but cleaner.
We give it a tidy every now and then. Like my OCD kicks in, I give it a quick tidy, and then Anna's OCD kicks in, and then I re-tidy it. Because you are right. Like the way I tidy it's a bit like out the way. Whereas
it doesn't really help me much if everything's out of the way and I can't reach it. So that's why a lot of things look like they're at the front and the rest, the back of the shelves are empty. Just because it's easier for me if things are on separate shelves instead of everything on one, but the things I need all the way in the back. Yeah.
I think like once we're actually living together, my way of organising might be a bit more feasible. Because if you need something that you can't reach, I can get it, kind of thing. Whereas right now, we're not living together. So...
if I need something and can't reach it, I can reach it.
So, and there's no waiting potentially 6 weeks to get a box that you need now. So...
I need to wash. Can you hand me the washing detergent? Yeah, I'll be around in 6 weeks.
In fact... Give me 7 hours. I'll book a flight, jump on a flight, come over, get the box, and I'll go back home.
Yeah, it's cheaper to just buy new stuff.
Oh, good point. It's a very random clip, and it'll be a super quick one. But we just checked back on that footage to see how it was. And it was 4 minutes 48 seconds. Don't know what you guys get, but it's 4 minutes 48 seconds. And the previous clip of the whiskey cabinet explanation was also 4 minutes 48 seconds. That's freaky. Just thought I'd share it with you. It's time for bed. It's been a very long day. We've been up since like 9:15ish. I'm exhausted. Anna looks pretty exhausted. And we got a long ass day ahead of us tomorrow as well, as we're flying back home to Scotland for meine Mutterstag. Yeah? Muttertag. That's close enough. It's Mother's Day tomorrow, so we're flying back home to go see my ma for Mother's Day. There we go, that's in Scottish. I've done it in German and Scottish. Fuck off if you want any other language. But aye, time for bed.
I mean, other people can say what it is in their language in the comments.
That's true, aye. If somehow you've made it this far in the vlog, because I have no fucking clue how long this is. It's probably going to be a long one. Leave me a comment and how to say Mother's Day in your language. Good night. Good morning. It's Sunday the 10th. I don't know what I had to check. And it's Mother's Day today. We're flying back to Scotland. And I'll not be back to Germany for what? Quite a while.
Yeah, end of May. I think it's 8 weeks?
8 weeks, 9 weeks.
Must be almost 8 weeks on Dutch-ish.
It's going to be a while. So, aye, a bit sad, a bit shitty, but Anna's coming over for WrestleMania, and we will. And also, Anna's coming over today. So there's the win. We're going to go for food with Mother, celebrate Mother's Day with her. Alright. However, I've got some things I need to get done here before we do fly. So I'm going to get my ass up and get them done. It has been a somewhat productive morning. We are both packed, ready to go back home to Scotland. Anna is crafting some delicious treats for us. Do you want to tell the people what you're making?
Pastries filled with chocolate and banana chocolate.
Nice and simple. A bit fiddly to make from the looks of things.
Yeah, the banana part was
Not fun.
like getting enough space in a banana to put chocolate in is, and then close it again because otherwise you will have the chocolate everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's a bit slimy on the inside as well.
She's smashed it. It will taste delicious. But on the other thing, talking of Anna, I think I mentioned it earlier on in this vlog, but it never ended up happening because Anna wasn't feeling the best. But Anna wants to step into the streaming world to see what it's like to experience that. So we have started work on a proper overlay setup. The other day was just going to be let's just go live and see what happens. But with me going back to Scotland and not being back here for like 8 weeks potentially, we've got it set up. We've still got bits and bobs to do. We've still got like the sound alerts, the follower alerts, etc. to do. But for the most part, it is fully done and ready to go. And it looks pretty good. Like, you bought a pirate pack?
Yeah.
Because Anna loves One Piece. One Piece are pirates. Self-explanatory. So we got that fully installed. A bit finicky at points, I will be honest. A bit fiddly, but nonetheless we got it done. And it's looking good. So make sure to go follow Anna and watch her stream. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this to cook, and then we're going to eat it. We have just spent, 5-10 minutes? Using that pegboard solution thing for the bottom drawer. And it's turned out alright. Not perfect by any means, but it turned out alright. So we've got like all the lids and stuff kind of like pinned in that corner. To be honest, we could probably use another couple. And then we've just got them each segmented. So they're like pinned. Should hopefully make things a bit easier for Anna when...
It already looks so much better than it did before.
Yeah, I don't think I've shown you that before, but it looks a little bit better. Aye. We are fully packed and ready to go to the airport. We also have a bunch of trash to go down. But aye, it's better than last time because you're coming with me.
That's
So, travel montage. quite a long travel montage there. I did way more clips than usual. But it's mainly to just emphasise how long it takes to actually get to this airport. It's unlike Edinburgh or even normal Dusseldorf. It takes well over an hour. Up to 2 sometimes. But you may notice I'm in a car park. That's because we're leaving Anna's car, because she's coming with me. Unlike all the other times.
I mean, I'd accompany you as well inside.
I mean, yeah, but like usually. Wait, what? Oh, I've got it the wrong bit. But usually you park like at the front, and then, whereas this time we're leaving the car.
Because this parking is a lot cheaper.
A lot cheaper, and also it's protected through the rain.
Yeah.
And any potential acid.
Solar panels, by the way.
That's cool. That is actually really clever. The roofs are solar panels. I'll show you. Like, you see how they're like angled for the sun rays. Not that today is a day of sun. Bye. We're gonna get ourselves through security. Obviously I cannot film any of that. Then we're gonna be ready to board. I wasn't even going to start recording there, but Anna just pushed the button. I've got, hang my hair. Thank you. If you get it. There, she got it. But aye, we're through passport control. Although it was quite funny because it was like, there was no one at passport control, and I went to one, I went to the other. And the guy was like, he was super playful. He was like, oh, is this really you? And I was like, yeah, it's me, but my beard got a little bit longer. And he was like, oh, and your hair. And I was like, haha. And then he was like, he was super playful at that point. And then he was like, yeah, looking at the scanner. And I was like, oh, really? Like, what? And obviously, like, it is me. It's passed as me. Because, you know, it's me. And then I looked at my passport and oh my god, I really have changed. Like, I was bald and I had, like, long stubble.
Yeah.
That's how I would kind of describe it. Aye. But we're at passport. We're not out at passport control. We're through passport control. I just went to board the plane. Not too much longer till boarding starts. It's like half an hour, I think. We're not cutting it tight, but it's tighter than usual for sure.
I mean, it is okay for here.
Yeah.
Like, in Pizza there's not much going on.
Thankfully, so we'll be back on the plane, going home to Edinburgh very soon. We're through. We're literally walking towards the plane, and yeah, people don't know what a queue is. Funnily enough, because the plane's totally going to disappear without them. Ayo, but we on the way to the plane over there, and then we'll be home before we know it. I say that we're going for food with Mother for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Probably Five Guys.
I'm hoping Five Guys. Like, if you're not going to Five Guys, I think I'm going to be disappointed because I've been expecting it the whole time. So if we're going to McDonald's, I'd be like,
Five Guys. That is, honestly, this whole trip for me, like, airport-wise, has been so quick. We were, like, maybe just, like, in the teens of the people getting off the plane, and we were, like, third and fourth in passport control. It's wild, but that was such a smooth and quick process. There was, like, no one at passport control. So that's my flight to Germany, and then back with no one at passport control, basically.
it's so good if you're like either front row or like the last two rows, because you're just off so much quicker. Like it saves you probably 15-20 minutes just from having a good seat in the plane. So if you're in a hurry, I understand why you're willing to pay extra to get those seats.
Why? You can definitely tell it's a bit colder. We're going to jump on that tram. No tram montage, don't worry. And go see Mother. We have been in Five Guys, but we've already consumed everything. We were hungry. Sorry. But yeah, time to go home. And sleep. Been a long day. We back home in Scotland. It's been a very long day. A very long day. It feels way longer than I think it actually has.
We left mine at 3. To be fair, it is past 10.
So it's been like
8 hours.
8 hours. 8 hours, I say travelling. We spent like an hour and a half to 2 hours with Mother. Which was nice. As I say, we only got that one clip from Five Guys, but Mother's Day, you spend it. Yeah, we're going to chill. I probably could film a little bit more, but I already think this week is huge. Lengthwise, I can see this maybe being over an hour. If it gets split into 2 parts, well, this vlog won't have been an hour, but if I haven't, I think it will be just over an hour. Had a lot of fun in Germany. Gained a lot of experience in German in particular, I think. But we are going to say goodnight. Tomorrow is a new day, a new week, where we're back at the gym to get back on this fitness journey. But until next week, I will say goodbye. Make sure you do the usual YouTube shite, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Type the word panda if you've made it this far, and I'll know. But I'll see you next week.
Bye bye.